are live once again at the painting table. Let's try this again. I do apologize for the other day. My cat really can get on my nerves, let me tell you. All right, we are on to a different baby today. I did finish the one, what was it, Adelaide? Who were we on? Adelaide. Her creasing is done. And now we're working on Gracie May. She's got a leg and a half to go. And then we'll be working on, I think I'm going to skip Sunny Delight and go on to the last one because Sunny Delight is still up in the air for the Kansas Doll Show. So good morning from Cleveland, Ohio. Let me introduce myself. I am Jen Len of Creative Newborns. Welcome to my channel. I have been a reborn artist now for 21 years. These are show dolls that I'm working on for the Kansas Doll Show. This one's Gracie May Awake. And as you can see, she has her creasing done. Her head is done with the creasing. She's got veining. So we're on the second layer is creasing. Then third is the first layer of blushing, which also acts as a primer as well for the rest of the paint. You can see she's got a little bit of shading in her lips, so she's got a tiny bit of lip coloring going on there. So I promise today, Bubby, I shut the door. Bubby's not gonna hopefully. Let's cross our fingers. So good morning. We are working on finishing this foot here. Here's the creasing around the ankles here and a little bit on the feet, the toes, and I shade in the fingernails. That way color will build up over the layers, and that way I do what's called is subtracting paint from the nail beds. It's a new way of painting nail beds. I'll have to show you sometime how to subtract paint instead of adding paint. Good morning, good morning. We should have a much more bubbly day. I apologize for the other day. I didn't know it, but I had a 24-hour flu bug, and when I got off live stream, I really didn't feel too well. It was weird, and it went away the next day. It's just really a strange thing, but made sure that Bubby is not going to bother us today. He's sleeping in the window anyways, so that's good. It was just one of those days. Hello, it's okay. Hey, Madeline. Yeah, so we should have a better day today, and we're going to just continue on painting. So I want to know, well, I'll ask once we get in a bunch of more people. So we will do a live stream in the doll room. I'm not sure what style. If you like it better just seeing the babies from my point of view, or do you want to see me holding babies and changing them? Let me know. I'll ask that question again once we get more people in the time. We're going to be here for quite a while. Translated, I don't know. What is it? Hopefully it's not a bad word there. That would be cool if they did have like a translator. Hello. Mac and cheese. I love your name. Love it. Absolutely love it. There was a person last time it was called None of Ya Business. I like their name too. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, I will subscribe. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. And that is Annie. Hello. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start at the bottom here and do a little more creasing here. Takes me quite a bit. Creasing, in my opinion, is the longest part of the reborning process, in my opinion, because I'm very picky about getting it. I get it pretty, what's the word for it? It looks pretty dark, but that way it'll last through most of the layers, and then towards the end I recrease again where needed. So I hope you're having a lovely morning. It is currently, what time is it? It's like after 8 o'clock. Glad you're feeling better. Yes, I was feeling, I must have I probably got what my son had. I still feel a little bit under the weather, but much better than I did. And I even went to work too. Thank you, Torin. Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got up for work and I felt like somebody totally beat my legs up. I was like really sore. I was like really achy all over, had a little fever. So I definitely caught whatever the flu bug from my son. He got it pretty bad. He's just now getting over it. Um, it's weird. Like I'll get something for one day and it'll disappear, which is good. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, for sure. I mean, I still feel it a little bit, but it was weird. It's like a one day thing, and it all hit me that afternoon. I kid you not. I was like, man, I feel like crap. I feel crappy. I feel so horrible. And then Bubby misbehaving. But it is a new day. I rested up. I made sure I got plenty of rest. So my grandson just getting over the flu. Yeah, it's going around. What is my name? I am Jen Len. Creative Newborns. You're watching my channel, Creative Newborns by Jen Len. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome. It is sunny this morning from the last time I checked outside. It is sunny, sunny. And today is Thursday. We'll be here for a while, probably throughout the whole painting session here. So hopefully we will get Gracie May done. Like I said, creasing looks like something that would be like really easy to do, like something real simple and quick. It's time consuming is what it is. Very time consuming because you want to get that paint, especially I don't know how it is with heat set. I don't remember anymore what it's like to crease with heat set. It's been many moons ago, like 19 years ago. Last time I painted with heat set. Actually, it was a couple years ago. 2020, I think. But I don't remember what it's like creasing. I love the new Reborn dolls. You love the Reborn dolls? I'm so glad you love the Reborn dolls. Yeah. So it's going around. I heard that, like, I think it's in Kentucky, like it's going around in this one of the schools had to close because like half the students were out sick, so they just shut down for a while until a little bit till everybody got better. It's a nasty bug. Have you tried nail powders? No, I have not. I have not. You love it? Thank you. I'm glad you love it. Thank you for the likes already. We got 11 likes. Thank you. Please like. We are doing a reborn giveaway once we hit 100K. I know it's a ways away. So make sure you're subscribed to have a chance to get in on the giveaway. It's my way of saying thank you for getting us to 100K. We are doing a high-end reborn worth $800, and we'll be giving that baby away on my YouTube. So exciting. Thank you for liking. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're to 12. Thank you. That must be you. Thank you. So what type of live stream for tomorrow? Tomorrow will be Friday. Do you want me to do a sit down and chat with you where you're seeing me, or do you want to do a point of view? Is it point of view, like the point of view of changing babies, or do you want to do sit down chat while I am holding a baby and demonstrating how to hold reborn dolls and like doing role play, like, you know, just giving them their fake bottles, of course. I like both of them. There's the point of view is the one where it's the point of view of changing them. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. And where's everybody watching from? So how I do my nail beds is I subtract paint. And I'll have to show you when we go to do the nails. I subtract, once I get all the layers of paint, I subtract it for my nail beds. Brentwood, California. Welcome all the way from California. Brentwood, welcome, welcome. If you guys are just joining, I am in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm Jen Len. I am a reborn doll artist. I've been doing this for 21 years now, and I absolutely love it still. These are show dolls. So we're finishing the left leg, and then we'll go to the right leg, and then we'll be done with Gracie May Awake for the creasing. We're going to skip over Sunny Delight because Sunny Delight is kind of up in the air if I want to finish that one for the show. I just want to do the ones I know definitely I want to take to Kansas with me. So we just want to do the definite ones. Try to save time. Save some time. Oh, thank you. It can be. It's frustrating with the creasing. Creasing takes the longest because there's so many of them. You don't have to crease every single crease because it would basically look kind of funny if you creased every little crease, but I like to, the little tiny ones, I like to crease every other tiny little crease. So these tiny little ones on the foot here, I'm not going to do all of them because I think it looked a little bit overkill there. Massachusetts, all the way from Massachusetts. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, so cute. I agree, they are adorable. Thank you. Let me see if there's any other creasing I want to do. And these makeup applicators, you can get them on Amazon. They work really, really well. I am painting with acrylic air dry paints. I keep forgetting to mention that. I am painting with acrylic air dry paints. Reason being is you don't have to bake them, and I'm very highly sensitive to chemicals like odorless thinners. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I think this leg is done, and we're gonna start the next one. But in case you want to know who we're working on Gracie May Awake. Isn't she cute? You can see she's got her veining done, and then we did her creasing on her head, and her ears are all nice and colored in there, shaded in with the creasing color, and so is her little nose. And she's got creasing on her neck there. What should I name my new reborn? I'm going to get, I don't know. What names do you like? Is it a boy or girl? Not cute, creepy? Oh, it's creepy cute. It's creepy good. It's really good. Here's the hands. Here's her hand, and she's going to go, she's going to scare you. I promise they're not scary. And my music stopped again. Let me refresh my music. No idea why that stops. Keep playing. Guess we'll have to leave it on the app. Like, no. Shoot. Okay, go on. I apologize. My music keeps on stopping. It's supposed to keep going. All right. Thank you. We got 25 likes. It's a girl. Okay, so Ashley's a pretty name. I like the name Ashley, Amanda, Andrea. I'm going with the A's. um, what's other girl names that I like? Let's see. Candace. There's, I love the name Everest, Emily, Ava. Let's see. Colleen. These are my cousins. Colleen, Doreen, Darlene. For real, those are my cousins. Um, yeah, that's getting me thinking about the name. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this on camera. Thinking. Faye, of course. Faye is famous Faye. She is my representative baby of my nursery. There's Faith, that's my daughter, and then my other daughter is Lauren. Obviously, love the name Lauren, and Stephanie. Stephanie. Trying to think of other names. Carly, Claire, I don't know. Man, when you get a baby name book, like there's so many names in the, there's like so many, like looking up baby names of 2025 or 2026. Carlina, that's a pretty name. Elena, that's Sylvia's, one of Sylvia's daughters. And of course the name Sylvia, that's a pretty name too. I am a girl, but the picture is my dad's. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Thank you for letting me know that. Gotcha. Gosh, I can't think out off my head any other names. Of course, there's Heather, Heidi. There's Haley, like my Haley. There's, thank you. Yeah, they are pretty. Those are some of the names I like. So I'll name off some of the girl names for my reborns. So we have Haley, of course. And I do plan to name one Heather someday. Hope. I have a reborn named Hope. We have Delilah. We have, let's see how many names I can remember. We have Brooklyn. We have Gracie, which is the Gracie, my Gracie May, asleep. Faye, of course, there's Faye. Chloe. Tiffany. I love the name Tiffany. Tiffany Bean. And Emily. I kept Emily, her name, Emily from Welcome Home, Emily. She's my first ever reborn doll. What am I going to name her? It's up to you what you want to name your reborn. I'm just telling you some of the names on my reborns. You're welcome to take whatever name you want. That looks so good. Thank you. Doing the little toesies. What names do you guys like? Maybe there's some names out there that I haven't thought of that I can name. Um, Girl names. Name Charlie. That's I like that name. That's a girl's name too, Charlie. I like some of the names that are for both boy and girl, and Charlie is one of them. I like the name Everest, and I want to name one of my reborns Everest. Violet. Yep, Violet. Hello from Texas, Ashley. Welcome, welcome. All the way from Texas. Jules, that's a nice name. Very nice name. I was looking at a list of baby names and saw Oakley. Yes, Oakley. That's a pretty name. Yep, Cleo. Sophie and Lydia. Love those names. Cleo, Chloe. And then there's my name. I don't like my name. My name is Jennifer, but I go by Jen Len. Everly. That's a pretty name. Love that name. I have twins named Eddie and Chuck. Eddie and Chuck. That sounds adorable. Well, I'll have to have you guys help me name my twins. Um, I have a couple of twins. That's the one thing in my whole reborning careers. I hadn't had twins. I did make triplets for the Rose Doll show one year, but I've never had personal twins. Puri? Why never say Lydia? Brooks? Braxton? That's a pretty name. Why not Lydia? What's wrong with Lydia? I think that's a pretty name. Let's see. Natalie. I'm trying to think of some of my old soap opera, some of the old names on the soaps. There was Natalie. There's the name Aurora. Rosalie. Love that name. That's a pretty name too. Rosalie's a pretty name. Esme. Uh, is it Chase or how do you pronounce that? So who all had thunderstorms yesterday? We had some thunderstorms yesterday. I am a third shifter, and when we were getting off of work, it was like starting to thunder. It was like thundering and lightning coming home from work yesterday. Not today, but yesterday. So as I was leaving, some coworkers were telling me, we're supposed to have like tornado watches all day. Who's had some crazy weather? And now we're back down to like the 30s. We're like the low 40s today. But I don't mind. I like the heat. I mean I like the um, cold because I like the feel of like the heat. I'm just really strange like that. Lucky. Paige, that's a pretty name. Paige is a very pretty name. My next baby will be Sarah. Nice name. Can I give you tips of what to do if gonna bring a reborn on a trip and we're going to be flying? Yes. So have your reborn out and ready um, for the security. They will just make sure you have it ready so then you don't have to unpack your bags to if you're taking it on board with you. If you leave your doll in a suitcase, chances are, because they're scanning all the suitcases and they're taking like x-rays and they can see if they see something in your suitcase that looks like a human, like a baby human, they're gonna open up your suitcase and go through it, and they don't care how much they mess up your stuff. I wouldn't want my reborn doll in the suitcase that goes under the plane. So take it on your carry-on with you and have it out. Hold your reborn, and they'll check it, and then they'll do is just like put like it looks like a spoon. It's like this wand that they wave over the doll for something. I guess they're checking if you've stashed drugs or rugs in there or whatever. um, yeah, just have ready for the security people, and that's what I do when I go to when I take my personal dolls with me to Kansas. I don't know if I'm going to take personal dolls with me because chances are I'll be buying a reborn from Kansas, and then on the flight back, then of course I will have my reborn with me. Man, somebody was doing something in the backyard. Um, Vanessa, that's a pretty name. You had mostly rain? Yeah. We had thunder and lightning. I love a good thunderstorm as long as it's not tornadoing outside. I don't mind. I love a rainy night. I like thunderstorms as long as they're not dangerous, of course. We are in March, and that's tornado season here in Ohio. Veronica, that's a pretty name. My twins are almost 3 months old. Congratulations on your twins. Is that real twins or reborn twins? Thank you. I'm going to Arizona for my sister's graduation May 10th. Yeah. Just carry your reborn with you, and then in fact, they'll be really impressed. I love getting reborn reactions from the security at the airport. But they know when it's doll show season. It's funny because they're like, I've seen these earlier today. And I'm pretty sure the Wichita, Kansas airport knows plenty about the reborn dolls because they're right next to they're literally almost attached to the hotel. The airport is just like a 5-minute walk away from the hotel. I didn't feel like waiting for the shuttle last year, and we just walked it over to the hotel. I thought it was fun. Mark doesn't want to walk it. He's going again this year. I like walking it. I think it's fun, but then you got to climb over these things to get there to the parking lot. Which should I pack her? Just hold her in your arms, and then like tell them this is a reborn doll, fake baby, and then they'll have to scan your doll. Make sure there's like nothing hiding in your doll. It's a Gracie May has some of the most challenging toes to paint. I'd rather get this intricate painting out of the way and enjoy doing the skin tone layering and get the intricate creasing out of the way first. Alrighty, well, I already got your name there, Victoria. Can we see the progress? Well, this is her. So this is her head. She's got veining, layer 1 veining, blue undertones. Layer 2 is creasing and shading. Some shading in the ears. more creasing. This is like her creasing. So it's like the intricate work. And then the rest will be really easy. Alrighty. Yeah, so she has some vinyl that is very, how do I put it? Very shiny. Very, like, the paint is not, maybe I should try some of this. Pouring medium as the primer. Put some primer in between them toes. Toes need primering. What the heck are they cutting down? Hang on. I gotta be nosy. I gotta be the nosy neighbor. I want to see what they're doing back there. Hang on. Okay. Sorry about that. It's our neighbor's tree in the backyard. The neighbor's tree in the backyard, they're trimming it because it's they're trimming it away from the power lines. Okay. Gotcha. All right, let me just do this real quick. This paint is being stinker. Toes just don't want to accept it. Next time I'll try priming the toes. I'm going to try to prime the in between the toes. How do you make the veins? So I just paint it on like squiggly lines and then go over it with a applicator. Just go over it, sucking up the paint, and then painting on the rest of it. So the paint gets onto the applicator, and then basically it's almost like you're drawing them on, but you're actually painting them on. 50 thumbs up. Thank you. So tomorrow we will be doing either a sit down or point of view video. What do you prefer? Point of view, meaning we're changing reborns, and your like point of view is like the from my point of view, like because I'll have the camera holder around my neck like a GoPro type deal, or we can do a sit down and chat where I'm sitting down and holding a reborn. Those are always fun to watch because then you can kind of get an idea how big certain reborns are, what it looks like. I love watching other people hold their reborns and chat. I may do a sit down. I haven't done a sit down and chat in a while. Or do you want to do point of view and change reborns? Point of view? Okay, we got to vote for point of view. I will ask that question again later and we'll see how many people say point of view or sit down and chat. Honestly, I don't mind the cooler weather as long as it stays in the 40s. If it stayed in the 40s year round, I wouldn't mind that at all. That would be nice. As long as it never snowed. Of course, like many people, I don't, if you're a person that drives to work, of course I don't like the snow. Not to drive in, but if I was a stay-at-home person though, I would just say let it snow, let it snow. We're supposed to have some snow. You're in Minnesota? Awesome. And then as a bonus at the end of this live stream, if you hang around, we'll go to the doll room and look at the babies. We always end our live stream with the babies. We haven't done one in a while. A point of view video changing the reborns, so they definitely need to be changed. Look at all these scrumptious scrumptious lines here, all of the creasing. Look at all these creases. Those adorable baby creases. Love it. Aren't they cute? They are cute. They're stinking cute. Let's see, turning in from Canada last week, we had almost 3 feet of snow built up. Oh my gosh, I believe it. I believe it. Tuning in from Canada. Sorry, I have my glasses off. All the way from Canada. Welcome, welcome. Well, you guys are pretty much our neighbors, depending on what part of Canada. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. Canada technically is 5 hours from us, but it just depends on what part of Canada you're from. Yeah, I believe it. It's cold up there. It is cold. Yeah, it was like literally a flood when our snow was melting because we had so much snow. But thank goodness we didn't have too many days where it snowed a lot. Hi from the USA. Anna loves Jesus. Amen, amen. Me too. Praise God. Um, let's see. I'm in Nova Is it Scotia? Did I say name? How do I pronounce that? Scotia? Sorry if I said that wrong. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, what time is it where you guys are at? What's the weather like? So somebody just said they had all that snow in Canada. Mark's been to Canada twice. And I want to go with him. He wants to go to the Canadian side of the falls, Niagara Falls. There's like the New York side, US side, and then there's like the Canadian side. I would love to go to Canada just simply because I want to go visit McPherson's. I would love to go visit Brenda. All our Canadian friends. Hello, hello. Is it Wren's Nursery? Hello, Wren's Nursery. Welcome, welcome. Are you a fellow artist or are you a fellow doll collector or fellow both? So if I haven't mentioned it, I am a doll collector as well as an artist. So I do collect them and you will see at the end of this live stream. So hang out, make sure you're hanging around. We'll do our nursery. We visit the babies in our baby room, the reborns. So all these tiny little creases, that's what takes so long. All these little intricate creasing. Scotia. Okay, got it. Scotia. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure if I was saying it wrong. Nova Scotia. Thank you for pronouncing that correctly for me. Thank you for helping me out. It is currently 10:12 a.m. where I am in Nova Scotia. Thank you for that. Both. I'm from Australia. Welcome all the way from Australia. Welcome, welcome. My goodness. That's awesome. So, do you paint with air dry or acrylics? Or do you paint with both? Yeah, if you're a reborn doll artist in here, let me know. What do you paint with? What do you like painting? Silicone, vinyl? So I'm an artist that paints with air dry paints. All air dry paints, and I use heat set matte varnish. I paint vinyl only. I do not paint silicone babies. I may decide to try it. I was going to try it, but I just, if I really don't really like collecting silicones, then I'm not really going to enjoy painting them. So I'll tell you, acrylic air dry painting is very challenging. You have to keep your eyeballs on that vinyl at all times when you got paint on there, or else it'll dry. Because I don't use any kind of retardant on, meaning paint that it keeps the paint from drying so quickly and you have more working time. I don't use any of that in my paint because I like it when it dries extremely quickly because you can just work much faster. Let's see. Was there ever a time you had to say no to a doll? Meaning, oh yes, at doll shows all the time. Yes. I used to really, really, really love silicones, but now for some reason I just don't like the feel of them. It's weird. There is a silicone doll that I really, really, really wanted and almost thought about putting it on layaway at the doll show. And I'm glad I said no. I am glad that I said no. And there has been a couple of reborns I had to say no to simply because it was out of my price range. I do alternative dolls. I paint with Ultimate Fusion air dry paints. Awesome! Welcome to the air dry world. I think I've heard of you before. Ren's Nursery. Do you do YouTubing? Because if so, I'll subscribe to you. I have Ultimate Fusion paints myself. I basically use uh, golden paints and high-end Liquitex. And then currently in the process of testing out different varnishes and what air dry varnishes I can use to do mostly air dry babies because I'm very sensitive to chemicals, and baking babies is I don't like putting them in ovens. That's creepy in itself. No, it's just the chemicals. I don't know if they've put something in the vinyl, but they smell. Oh, it makes me want to puke. Sorry for saying that, but it's true. It makes me want to get sick from just the smell of the heated up vinyl. It never bothered me before. We used to, Mark and I used to live in a little one bedroom apartment at one time. And I used to bake dolls in the dining room. There was like no other, it was almost like a studio apartment. And I had to bake dolls in the dining room. And it never bothered me. And we even had guests over. We even had a guest over, and she stayed the weekend with us, and she wanted to learn hair painting. So we did hair painting together, and we even baked and everything. Um, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if it's something in the vinyl is changing. So what type of alternative dolls do you do? Do you like make clowns? Do you make vampires? Do you make fairy babies? Uh, I need to order more paints. I need more of the primary colors. I'm going to try painting Caucasian babies using the primary color method and making my own colors. I think that's going to be fun. I want to try Angie Jones's her recipe for matte varnish for air dry. So it's been around for a while, and I didn't even know it. I don't think she told me her recipe when I talk to her every year at the Kansas Doll Show. If she told me about it, I don't remember. But I'm definitely gonna try it out. It's the one with the cornstarch, and you put it in the soft touch varnish. I want to try it out. I want to get to the point where I can, it would be a dream come true, but I don't think it's ever going to happen, where I have an air dry varnish that feels as good as the Genesis matte varnish. Nothing will ever feel as good as the Genesis. And I mean, I'm glad I have enough left. I've got plenty of it left. But once it's gone, it's gone. So that's why I'm trying, I am trying, what is it called? Varnish. Oh, I can't think of the name. If I think of the name, I'll let you know. But I'm trying that varnish. It's a heat set varnish. IRSP, that's what it is. Irresistibles. IRSP varnish. And I gotta bake it. It's only been through 2 baking cycles, but one of them wasn't a real complete one because the oven that I tried, the artist from Eborns suggested this halogen oven, and I tried it, and it really wasn't heating any of my varnishes to a full cure. So I didn't even know I can buy a replacement dome for my New Wave oven, so I did. So I got to finish baking. We got to finish curing some varnish. That's what we got to do. Not on YouTube yet. Hopefully in the next month. I have chatted with you a while ago. I make oh, Vamplings. Oh, how cute. How adorable is that? Vamplings, elves, and hobbits. Uh, folk, anything I can think of or read about. LOL. How cute. Well, I definitely will subscribe. Let me know when you have a channel. I'll subscribe. I stay away from zombies. Even my vampires have to be more pretty. LOL. Oh, so basically you like make fantasy babies. How adorable. I would love to see your work. So, speaking of, I may make this baby into one. Maybe we'll do this one next. So, what do you think of this one? Is going to be sort of a fantasy baby. Um, I want to make this one. This one's going to be a boy. It's supposed to be a girl, but I may skip this one, but I'll go ahead and crease this one next. But look at the smile. This one would look good with some blonde hair. So whenever I have like a certain amount of babies at the show, I like to have one baby that's got blonde hair, so something different because I don't want all the babies to have the same color hair or the same skin tones. So I'll have one ethnic baby. I'll have one baby. I want to make him into like a kind of like a fantasy, like he'd be really cute. Yeah, I've seen some really realistic zombie babies, and they kind of gross me out. I mean, kudos to the artist for making it look real bloody, realistic bloody, but it's that those are the creepy reborns. No offense to the artists, but Like I said, kudos to them for making it look like their heads are really stitched. Like they really got sutures in their heads. But no, thank you. The cutest monster type alternative doll that I have ever seen that I would consider getting would be Edward Scissorhands. I love Edward Scissorhands. He's like a cute character. And I love that movie, even though it doesn't really make that much sense to me. But I love the character because I love Johnny Depp, of course. And somebody made one of those Edward Scissorhands into a doll, and it was incredibly cute. It was so adorable. He would be great as an elf. He's really cute. Isn't he cute? If I knew how to sculpt ears, I would put like pointy ears on him. I would, because you can do that with vinyl. You can put like pointy ears on them. I don't know how to do that though. Maybe I can look up a tutorial on how to make elf ears. I'd like to make him into an elf. Something cute. Or he could be one without the pointy ears. He would just be like more, I can't describe it, more fantasy. But he's going to have the really blonde hair. What are you doing? You're making a baby. Yes, I am. Hello, hello, and welcome to my live stream. I am Jen Lynn of Creative Newborns. Welcome. I am a reborn artist. We are painting reborn vinyl hyper realistic art dolls, also known as reborns. These are Kansas Doll Show babies that I'm working on. These are going to be sold at the Kansas Doll Show 2026. The theme of that show is circus. And my good friend is going to crochet some stuff for the table and crochet some goodies, some cute little animals and stuffed circus animals to go home with each baby. So, yep, making babies. So welcome to my channel. We are in sunny Cleveland, Ohio. It is currently, what time is it? Eastern Standard Time. Somewhere around 8 or 9 o'clock. Somewhere. Oh, wow. It's already been 52 minutes. Wow. 90 likes. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you hang around, we're going to go to the baby room when we're done with our painting session today. It's a little treat for you guys for hanging out with me. Or if you have to go, you can always come back and hang out for the part of the live stream where we're hanging out with the reborn dolls and telling you a little bit about them. I definitely need to add to my collection for sure. That's why I cannot wait for the Kansas Doll Show. I'm so excited about it. Every year I get a beautiful baby. I've never owned a prototype baby before, and I would like to own one. So this year it is my goal, probably for my birthday, to own a prototype baby from a prototype artist. Or one of them Real Care babies. Hello, hello. Somebody said yay. Yay. Hi. Is it a boy or girl? So this one's going to be a girl. Let me show you her face. That's her leg I'm working on. This is Gracie May Awake. So I do have a Gracie May in my collection that's sleeping. This one's going to be for the Kansas Doll Show. She is the awake version. Like I said, I'm going to scrunch her face. I wish they would have, hang on. I wish they would make babies with squinty eyes like that. Isn't that cute? I totally wish she would have some squinty eyes. I don't know why sculptors don't, but I do promise if, because I am taking Marita Winter sculpting class. I do promise if I ever get to sculpting babies, I promise I will make a peaky-eyed newborn. I love that peaky-eyed newborn look. Newborns, especially the painting is so amazing to me. The detail you and other artists are able to capture is generally so impressive. Amazing work. Thank you. Is it Decapods? Hopefully I said your name right. If I said it wrong, I apologize. Me too. I know. I wish they would make them sculpt, but I do promise, because I am taking a sculpting class and that might spark something in me. By any means, I don't I'm not saying that I'm going to be a sculptor, but the interest is there. If it's something that sparks an interest and a desire and something that I can do. I do have two little miniature sculptures though that I've made. I promise I will make a peaky-eyed newborn. I'm not sure if they're hard to make. I have no idea why sculptors don't sculpt the peaky-eyed newborns. Maybe it has something to do with the molding process. I don't know. So, like I said, I want to, because newborns look more realistic when they have the peaky eyes. I've had some kits. There were some kits that had one peaky eyed open, one eye open, and one eye closed, as if they were winking. I have that sculpt somewhere in my stash. It's like a sculpt that has one eye open. I love peaky eyes too. I have a 7-inch silicone I won, and he is winking LOL, but peaky eyes would be great. I'd order one. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I want a peaky eyed newborn for sure. Yep, definitely. So hello, welcome, welcome. If you're just scrolling in, I am Jen Len. We have 78 people. Welcome in. If you're just scrolling by for 1 second, thank you for coming in for even for a second and just taking a peek at what we're doing. I am a reborn artist of 21 years. I do paint with acrylic, professional grade acrylic air dry paints. And I love it. I've been in the hobby for 22 years total, and I absolutely love it. All right, I think we will go ahead and move on to, let's go ahead and do Sunny Delight. I wasn't going to, because Sunny Delight is kind of an up in the air doll. Oh, we'll do her anyways, or him. We'll do him anyways. So yeah, that is the leg. Let me show you the arms and legs. Let me show you this baby before we put her back on the wall, and I will grab Sunny Delight off the wall. I know that sounds pretty crazy. Wow, we got 103 people, 103 likes. Thank you so much for that. Okay, let's see if we can piece her together a little bit without getting. So we got her one arm here. Look at her little nails. She's got painted nails. Isn't that adorable? And then we got this hand. She's got two sprawled open hands. Look at how adorable. Let me see if we can just try to get this to... You're back. Well, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Let me see. And then the legs are right here. So that's the legs. I was trying to get in. I was trying to get them all in there, but that's her. That's her. Don't have enough room. But look at, can you imagine that? Imagine those hands like that. We'll do one hand, one leg. Oh! Hang on, one fell. Look at the legs. Isn't that adorable? All right, we're going to put her on the wall. All right. I have a belly plate here for the other Lorelei Eagles. Wouldn't that be funny to do? Well, that belly plate almost could be, but that's a small belly plate for this doll. I want to do a silly doll. I don't know what you would call it. Probably alternative. It's a doll that has like a different size head than the rest of the like different limbs. Something silly. I don't think anybody's ever come up with a doll that's like just a silly, just a weird doll. I think I want to come up with something. Be kind of interesting. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, we're putting her on the wall. We'll grab Sunny Delights. And I'll check on the time while we're doing that. It's 9:34. Wow. Sunny Delight don't have that many creases, so he should be easier. Definitely faster to do the creasing. All right, Sunny Delight. All right, grab this one, and you can see Sunny Delight has his veining. That's the first layer is veining and blue undertones. Let's see if we can see from over here. Sorry. Look at the camera in position. There we go. Isn't he cute? I'm pretty sure this is a girl, but I made him into a boy because I think he would look cute as a boy. Look at this. Look at these hands. Oh, another Marita. We've got 2 Marita winners babies. Isn't this cute? And he's going to have blonde hair too, so definitely, definitely. And then his legs. So he's got like some simple sculpting here, so there is not that much detail, so this should go by quicker. Look at those little leggies. Got those skinny little legs. But it's going to be very adorable, very cute. So we're going to start on, of course, the head first. Head first. See how much we'll get done, because like I said, creasing takes the most amount of time. You would think it would be so simple and you can just go doop 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 and there you go. It is way more involved. Hey Jenna, how are you doing? A clown, I don't know what else. Yeah, I can make a clown baby with different limbs. That would be kind of cool. Time is going fast. Yes. He's really cute. Thank you. Yes, time does go too fast. It goes way too fast. Too fast for me. Actually, we need to water this down a bit. Let's go ahead and refresh our mix here. Nice for spending time with y'all. I have to go bye. Thanks for making my day. Aw, thank you for being here. Let me put my glasses on so I can read your name. Is it Kayana? Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for being here. Thank you. You have a great rest of your day. If you want, you can come watch this back on replay, and then you'll see the rest of the babies in the baby room. Well, we need a new thingamajigger. Look at that. Looks so real. Looks so real just from one eye being done. We'll see you later. Bye. So this is Marita Winner's Sunny Delight. And he's adorable. Sorry you're late. Welcome, welcome. I think the Alessandro Awake looks squinty eyes. Yes. I was gonna get Alessandro Awake. Do you know if that's sold out yet? Is it sold out yet? I was thinking about doing that for the Kansas Doll Show, but I wasn't sure. It's just something about the face. I don't know. I feel bad when I say that. Like back in the day we used to cut the vinyls. We used to cut the eyes open. But I tried it a couple of times and failed miserably, and I definitely don't want to try it again. Because once you cut them, like, how do you smooth it? Like, how do you smooth it down? I think, man, if I knew somebody who knew how to open eyes, I would love to have my my Miracle by Laura Lee Eagles, which is worth, that kit is like worth $800. That's an $800 doll kit. That doll kit is so rare. Oh, can you imagine me trying to open the eyes of that doll? Oh my gosh. That doll, because somebody had that eye sculpted open on that doll would look amazing. You can see the coloring is starting to show up in the creasing. Thank you for the hearts. It's so adorable. Thank you. 129 likes. Thank you. Yay, thank you. I appreciate that. So tomorrow, I'll ask this again. We are doing a live stream from the baby room because it's Friday. It's like happy Friday, everybody. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer a point of view live stream video, or do you prefer a sit down and chat with me and hold a reborn? Like we would still grab, like we would still hold each reborn. It's just that you'll be seeing me sitting there holding a reborn. Or do you want to see a point of view where the camera is kind of like a GoPro hanging off my chest? I got one of those doohickey things that it's like a looks like a collar, and you can put your phone on there, and it's like a point of view, POV. Let me know. Oh, so cute. Oh, thank you for those emojis. How adorable is that? Those are cute. Somebody already voted point of view, but let me know what you think. Oh, thank goodness. Look at that little face coming to life. They still have Alessandro awake. Thank you. Oh man, I pre-ordered, is it Fenna? The new Laura Lee Eagles one. I know I butcher the names. You know who I want to get? So typically I'm into newborns and preemies, the smaller babies. I like them. But I love Maddie. I saw a reborn, a version of Maddie that is just incredibly adorable. That makes me want to get that kit. And I heard that kit is available at McPherson's as well. Thank you for checking Groovy Grammy for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, Lori Lee Eagles just had a pre order out for the newest one, and I ordered two of them. And I wanted to see if I would get it in time for the doll show. Who knows? Maybe. Hello, hello. Good morning. So sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. He is adorable. He's a little stinker. He's so cute. He's going to be a blondie. He definitely looks like he can be a blondie. Almost like fairy like. So what I am doing now is I am creasing and detailing because I rather get the hardest part out of the way first, all the intricate details of creasing. It just makes it easier as I go layer by layer with the skin tones and blushing. It just makes it much more easier for when I go do creasing again. I just do like the important, like the major creasing. And already the detailed ones are already done. Little cheeks here. So like doing some creasing here a little bit. Kind of brings out his little cheekies. May I ask what you are doing? I am a reborn artist. Hello, I am Jen Len. For those who are joining, let me introduce myself. I'm Jen Len of Creative Newborns. I am a realistic, hyper realistic reborn doll artist. I make vinyl art dolls, also known as reborns. I've been doing this for 21 years now. Welcome to my channel. I do paint with acrylic air dry paints, the professional grade. So welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nice. Thank you. Is it Claude? Claude, I don't want to butcher your name. I just ordered, let's see, Agnes from Priscilla Lopez. I love the preemies. I love preemies. Oh, yeah. Preemies are awesome. 21 years. Thank you. I don't have my glasses on at the moment either. Sorry. Let me put them on. It's Claude something. Claudie Nev. Claudie Nev. That's as all as I can. I keep wanting to say Claude Beauty. I know a YouTuber that's Claude Beauty. Some people try to say it but never get my name right. I'm used to it. Okay. Just think I used to work for Dial America. And I butcher, you only have seconds to guess somebody's name when it pops up on the computer when you're trying to sell uh, products to people over the phone. It's crazy. You know how many people cussed me out because I said their name wrong? And you only got seconds to think of their name. You're supposed to say their name. But it happens. Look at those little nose. All right, now we're going to do some creasing, the lip crease, and then we'll shade in the lips. So if you're new to the art of reborn dolls, these are art. So I'm surprised nobody asked what they're used for. They are art. So reborn dolls and silicone dolls, authentic. I do advocate for authentics. But I am not a reborn police, so don't worry if you have a Amazon or Temu doll. I'm not gonna be like the police and, oh no, you can't be here. But I do advocate for authentics. If you can get one, they do have them on reborns.com for your budget. Look at that little mouse. Oh, look at him. So I do advocate for that because without our sculptors, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't have these beautiful doll kits without our sculptors. And I hope they don't get fed up with it, with all the knockoffs, and quit sculpting, because that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. Not for us. I am Jen Len, or Jennifer, but I'm Jen Len. That is my YouTube name. Jen Len of Creative Newborns. Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, it's cute. Thank you. Thank you for the, what are those? Popcorns? Thank you for the emojis. Oh, that's cute. I love emojis. They're adorable. Now we're going to shade in his adorable, adorable lips. So here's the question that somebody always asks. How do you paint when there's no primer on your kitten? The paint, it beads up. This is exactly how, this is a prime example how you do it. You just work it into the vinyl. It does go into the vinyl. See? If you can see that. So I'm just shading in a little bit where the lips are not exactly defined, but I can define them like a little bit more. Like I can actually make them look fuller by painting a little bit out of the molded lines there. Nobody will really notice. Bountiful Baby also sell really well priced kits. Yes. Great practice with new artists. Yes. Get a Bountiful Baby kit. A lot of people assemble them and just have blank kits, which is totally fine. A lot of people do that as well if you can't afford a doll. But like I said, I'm not trying to be a police, but I'm advocating for the authentics. So I've assembled dolls for people before that were just blank. That would be probably the only way that you could get literally a free reborn from me, is to buy the kit and I can assemble it for you. That probably wouldn't cost you anything. And then it goes on from there. And then the pricing goes for very, very light painting, no creasing, but very light painting. And then and the pricing is more affordable then. So I'm just gently shading in some lip, just to kind of define the lip there. So now you can kind of see, oh, he looks so cute. Look at his lip. So some of his lips are, you can kind of get an idea. Color makes all the difference in the world. From blank, I should order another one of these kits so I should have done I don't have another one of these kits, but I love doing the video shorts of seeing a blank kit and then snap your fingers and it's a done reborn doll. Wish it was like that in real life. Wouldn't that be nice? That in that case, that would be pretty cool. That would be really nice. So now we're shading in, we're creasing inside the ear and shading that in. And as the layers, as we continue on the layers, I'll keep on creasing the ears and creasing the major creases, just to keep up with our layers. But these are these are very important because it just makes it much easier to crease. Because then when you put more creasing color in as you go, it takes the paint much better. Hello, hello. Bye. Thank you for being here. Yes, Jesus Christ is Lord. Amen. Amen. Nevea. I hope you meant that in a good way. In your name, if you spell your name backwards, it's heaven. So I hope you meant that for good. There she is. Hey Maria, how are you doing? Good to see you. How you been doing today? Hello, hello. I'm not sure what you're saying. It's in a different language. If you can possibly put it in English. Jesus Christ is Lord. Amen, amen. Yes. We don't use God's name in vain in our chat. Hopefully you meant that in the correct way. Yes. Amen. Yep, amen and amen. Praise God. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, you're welcome. We can share the gospel. We can turn this live stream into a church sermon. I'm good. Just woke up from a nap. LOL. Have to close tonight. Oh, that sucks. Oh, do you work swing shifts, right, Maria? I close every night. Or I work. I like being working. I've been having better days lately. Maybe it's because it's getting to be spring. It's true. Winter is depressing. I've actually had, thank goodness I had the winter blues for only like a week. Because remember I was sitting on my live stream having like a crisis going on. So what do I do? I'm at a crossroads. Of course, because it's like wintertime. Thank you for the 159 likes. I appreciate. Jesus is God. You're back. Welcome back. If you're just joining, I'm Jen Lynn of Creative Newborns. Welcome, welcome. We are in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, I would say chilly Cleveland, Ohio, because it cooled down to, it's currently in the low 40s. It's probably 40 degrees, probably 39, 40. So we went from 70 degrees to 40. Isn't that crazy? Crazy weather going on. I love you. Well, thank you, Nevea. Appreciate that. I like that name too, Nevea. Love it. Because it's heaven. Yeah, more this week that Big Boss is on. Yes, yes, of course. I know, right? Of course they are. Aren't they always? That's what I say. They're always on vacation. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. I mean, although I'm tired, I'm feeling better. Once we're done doing this little guy's face, then we'll head to the doll room because it's getting that time where I gotta start getting ready for bed. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? Like, get ready for bed. It's morning. So I'm a third shifter. Next week starts overtime. I'm very, very thrilled about that. So we'll head to the doll room as soon as we finish creasing this. Did you see this little guy? Maria, isn't he cute? He's going to be a blondie. He's going to be like really adorable. I was thinking about leaving this one out, but I can't. His face is just calling to me. I have a newborn baby silicone. Awesome. Yeah, if you have any reborn dolls, let me know. I would love to know who's in your collection, how many dolls you have, how many boys, how many girls. And thank you. I appreciate you sharing who's all in your collection with me. Next manager in charge. I am so happy that you are better. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And thank you for being there, my friend. Maria she is a true friend to me. That is a real friend. I have 50 million songs written about the Kansas Doll Show, and none of them I like. Are you working at the same place? I ain't gonna say it, but the place I think you work where you were working before. That's awesome. You're one of the managers now? That's pretty awesome. I will never be a manager. I am not a lead person. I am a follower, not a leader. Maybe I'm a lead person in my own, thing. Like Reborn Dolls, maybe I'm a lead in my own company. Creative Newborns, this is my own company. You so cute. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nevaeh. Thank you. 4 girls? Let's see. You have 4 girls, 8 boys. Thank you for sharing that with me and all of us. 4 girls, 8 boys. Oh, I thought that was a real person's head. I know that can look pretty scary. It's a baby doll head. Hubby's up. I can hear him downstairs. Yep, he's stirring around downstairs. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do gotta get to bed. Today is Thursday. Today's family night. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I gotta get to bed soon. I gotta hurry up on this baby. I gotta be up earlier. So I've been blessed with overtime, Maria. Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you. Yeah, we got overtime next week. I'm very happy about that. We've been waiting in our department for overtime. You're getting 2 more girls tomorrow for well, happy birthday to you. Your mom is sick. I'm so sorry about your mom. Well, happy birthday to you. Congratulations on getting 2 more girls. You are so welcome. You know when I can, I am there for you. Yes, still there. Yeah, I've been there for 2 years now. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. And I think you make a great manager too. You ought to be a manager. You deserve it. That's awesome. We got a pretty good raise, and guess what we got? We got a bonus this year at work. Can you believe it? Did I tell you, Maria? I couldn't believe it. We got a bonus at work, and I was like, everybody was like real happy that day when we found out we got a bonus. I was just like, oh my gosh, that's unbelievable. That like they hadn't had a bonus in several years. They A lot of companies, they cut them out, you know, and a lot of companies don't pay it anymore. But they did. I was like, wow. And then we got a pretty good raise too, so they must be doing really good because we're getting overtime next week, and I'm thrilled. That is great. More with our trips coming up. Yes, Mark says he's got money to contribute to the trip, which is good. I'm like, yes, please. I'm like, yes. Can you believe it? In July, it'll be 3 years at my place. It'll be 3 years at my employer's already. Wow. Like, where did the time go? My son's been there, be there a year in July as well. It's like, I can't believe it. So the little ears are getting shaded in. Thank you for subscribing to me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now that is funny. Did you get one too? You got a bonus too? Congratulations. Wow, something good is happening. That's good. Well, congratulations. Yeah, I saved it. So, Christopher had an emergency dental um, surgery. And so I dropped a lot of money on that. A lot of it was for the trip, but your children come first, of course. But I'm glad he's doing better. That's all that matters to me. I can always save up again. Try to get Junie finished. I'm gonna work on finishing the baking process of the dolls that I've been baking, including the custom cuddle head. So we're gonna finish that. That doll needs to be varnished again. I subscribe to your channel and thank you for subscribing. Whoever subscribed to my channel and liked, thank you. You get a nice heart. Purple heart, of course, with the purple gloves. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. We're going to be heading to the doll room, so stick around. We're almost done here. We're going to head to the doll room before we get off air today. We've been on for 1 hour and 33 minutes. But we're going to head over to the doll room in just a minute. Man, so many Kansas doll show songs. None of them I like either. Normally the AI program's pretty good at getting the sound that I want for the songs, but not this time. Creepy good. Sunset. It is creepy good. Creepy good. All right. Be prepared to be even more creeped out. We're headed towards the doll room in just a minute. Stick around. I'll take you with me to the next room, which is the doll room. We're almost done painting for the day. It seems like we don't get much painted. That's how long this takes. It takes quite a bit, but we did accomplish a lot, even though, I wish I could just go right through the kits and paint. Oh, this doll? She's got closed eyes, or he. This one's going to be a boy. He's a closed-eyed baby. We're doing the creasing. We're doing the intricate creasing of this doll, and that's the part that takes the longest. takes a long time. And I'd rather do it this way first because it makes it much easier to for the next layers of paint when we're applying them. It just blends in really well that way, and that way when we go to do the creasing part again, then it's not as like it'll go on nicer. It's hard to explain some of the steps. It's hard to explain. This one's gonna be a boy. I'm sure she sculpted this one to be a girl, but it looks like a boy to me. He's gonna have blonde hair. We should take a small speaker to the show and play the songs. We could. I don't know if they'll allow that. It's only one song. It's the same lyrics, but it's in like they keep wanting to put it to country music, and I do not like country music. Can you have one? We're doing a giveaway once we hit 100K subscribers, which I know is a ways away. We're doing a high-end reborn doll giveaway once we hit 100K, worth $800. So make sure you are subscribed. So I guess the answer is we're going to do a point of view. We'll do the point of view video tomorrow. Live stream. Tomorrow's Friday. So we'll change some babies. We'll hang out. Maybe we'll do some role playing. I know a lot. That gets lots of attention. Let's give the babies some bottles. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. All right, so we are almost done. We just need to do these creasings and we're done. We'll head to the baby room. Like I said, I cannot wait to add to my collection and get a new reborn or two for my collection. And I need to make me some babies. So I'm trying out different varnishes. I'm trying to save the Genesis for myself in my doll collection. This may be the last batch of babies that I will varnish with the Genesis, and then I'm going to start using the varnish for myself because it's very rare. Very, very rare. So we're just going to concentrate on the nose. So the one thing about acrylic air dry paint is that you have to keep your eyes on that vinyl. When you put the paint down on the vinyl, you have to have your eyeballs on that vinyl at all times, or else your paint is going to dry faster than lightning and you will have what's called water spots or dried paint that is hard to get off and hard to correct. With heat set paints like Genesis, it's much easier. I would say start off with Genesis paints if you're not allergic to chemicals like thinners and all that. I would say it would be great to start off with Genesis heat sets because you can correct it. You can just, if I didn't like this line I just put down here, I can just take a sponge and wipe that paint right off. It'll just come right off. Air dry, you're not so lucky. You made a boo-boo, it is there. And how people strip them, there are even people who strip. When you strip a baby with air dry paint, you're not getting all that paint off because the paint does soak into the vinyl. It stains the vinyl. And especially the way that I paint, I Don't use any primer. There is no primer on this. So I am like rubbing, the paint is going in. I'm not painting it, not only painting it on, I'm rubbing it into the vinyl. I'm putting it into the vinyl. And I think it's the varnish that makes the baby. You know, it makes all the difference in the world. How the baby feels and how it looks. It makes the skin tones look so three-dimensional. What time will the live stream be at? So tomorrow, it'll be tomorrow somewhere around 10 o'clock a.m. I'm going to say about 10-ish. 9:30. I'm going to say about 9:30, quarter to 10, somewhere around there. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. We'll do a point of view. I think the vote is for that. So it was either going to do like the sit down with me chat where you see me. I'm sitting in a chair and we're just sitting down casually chatting, and I'm holding a doll and showing you the doll and, you know, stuff like that. Or we could do the point of view where you're hanging around my neck and we can just pick a doll and we'll change it in the bassinet. We'll do that. And it's like the point of view, POV. Tomorrow. So I will end the stream around noon. Noonish? 10, 11? Yeah, 2 hours is good. My live streams generally go for 2 hours. We're at an hour and 41 minutes right now, and we're going to head over to the doll room in just a minute. Just a second. Just got to crease this area here. Today's live stream is going to end as soon as we're done being in the doll room. I can answer a few questions if anybody has any questions. And we do welcome free speech as long as it's not vulgar language or trolling. You know, we welcome free speech. You know, a lot of people say these are creepy, and I don't disagree. These are creepy to some people, and that's okay. You know, a lot of people think I'm going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad about that as long as you don't curse me out. You don't like curse me out. Let's go this way. How about like that? There. Just like Bob Ross says. There. We don't make mistakes. We make happy accidents. You want one? Yeah, you can save up for one. You'd be amazed how much money how much money saves up really fast. Spider-Man. Are the babies free in the giveaway? Yes, so I will do a giveaway. The baby is free. Yes. Shipping and all in the United States. If it's outside the United States, you're going to have to pay shipping. The shipping is quite expensive. The baby is just so adorable. That face is amazing. Isn't he cute? He's a cutie pie. He is. Are the babies... Okay, I already answered that one. Yay. Yes. It's free. $800 worth. So make sure you are subscribed. And yeah, as my way of saying thank you for getting us to 100K subscribers. That's a lot of work. It's worth $800. It's just my gesture of thanks, like my token of thanks. Like, thank you. Somebody's going to win a lovely baby. We're going to bless somebody with a baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just subscribed. Just subscribe. And then follow my directions when the time comes to do the giveaway, when to enter the giveaway. So subscribe and follow my directions when the time comes. We're not there yet. We're at 20K subscribers now. We got quite a ways to go. Which is okay because that gives us time to plan the perfect baby. It's going to be Twin A or Twin B by Bonnie Brown. It's going to be $800 worth, the doll, and my work. My work is, I believe, definitely worth more than that, but it'll be adorable. So, meaning that the doll will have like painted hair and everything. Alrighty, so his head is done. We're going to head on over to the doll room right now. So, if you're interested in seeing finished reborns, we're going to head on over there. I'm going to go turn on all the lights over there in that room. We have a lot of lights. So, hang out for just a second here while I turn on the lights. Say thank you for being at the painting table with me. Now go see the babies in the other room. Go, go, go. All right, let me go turn on those lights and we'll head over to the doll room. We'll head over to the romper room. Who's ever watched Romper Room when they were kids? That was like my favorite show. Oh, you're crocheting. Maria, I gotta talk to you about crocheting something. I'll pay you for it. Maria, are you available for a request? Okay, let me go. I'll come back and check your answer. I gotta go turn on the lights in the doll room. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shut off our speaker and we're going to go to the next room. Hold on. Okay, lights are on. It takes a second to turn on all them lights. We got a lot of lights in that room. That's because we want to see all of everything. Okay, so here's the baby we're working on. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, always I can work in between things for the show. So, yes, I will definitely message you about what it is that I want. I think you can take a guess, but don't say it here. But yes, I was going to crochet it myself, but I think you would do a much more beautiful job than me because I would have to relearn how to crochet what is it called? The granny square. But anyways, here you guys are on TV. Hello. All right, these are the doll show babies. Well, I'm showing you the doll show babies right here. Here they are. This is what we're working on. And these are doll show babies too in the bassinet. Look at them. Oh, these are not doll show babies. I'm sorry. This one's a custom. Sorry. This one's the custom. We're going to work on her this weekend. This one is Junie. This one is for sale. That one is for sale. This one will be for sale. This will be an all air dry. This one we're going to take to the doll show, even though she's got some boo-boos. But that's okay because it's a learning process, baby. She'll be at a very good price at the doll show. But I think she would look adorable. So that's a doll show baby. That's the only other doll show baby. So, all right, let's have a look at the babies. We're headed next door. No, they're not silicone. No. Welcome to the doll. Welcome to my doll show, my personalized doll show. This is my doll room here. These are the reborn babies side. Here they are. It's sunny. You can see how sunny it is out. The other side is just full of everything else. Never mind that. These here are my vintage dolls. So we'll be in this room tomorrow. We will be changing some babies. So these here are my vintage dolls. So I collect all kinds of different types of dolls, and mainly the reborns. So we'll start with Victor here. So we have Victor here. So if you have any questions, I'm just going to slowly show you each and every one of my reborns and tell you their names. This one's Victor. This one has been painted by Jody Slater. Fun fact about this doll is this is the only doll that is a baldy in my collection. Another fun fact, he is the only one without any eyelashes. So I got him in an awesome trade, and he's like the best trade ever made. He's just gorgeous. Love his painting. Thank you. Thank you, Sunset. This one here is my Alex. I got him several years ago at the Kansas Doll Show, and he is mono-rooted. I mean, his hair, his rooting is something. I gotta get some satin sheets or plastic behind their heads so it doesn't, like, their hair doesn't get all messed up. Hello, hello! I like your name. What is it? Nicholas Pinky? Pinky toe nail with... Oh, nice. What a nice name. Cool. So this one's Alex. I do got to look up who reborned this one. I got him at a great deal. I got him at a great price. The sculptor of this one is Ozzy by Priscilla Lopez, I believe. And then I don't know who the art. I don't know. I do have the paperwork though. This one here is an original reborn. So this one was reborn. This is a vintage doll. This is an actual reborn. So what an actual reborn doll is, a doll that you would get from a toy store or a store. And they're made, they're the dolls that are for children. And we take them and we strip all their paint off, the factory paint, and then we repaint them. We sand down the molded hairline, and we root over it and we repaint them. This one was painted with stencil cream paints. It's a different type of paint, and this paint has lasted forever. I love his texture, and I think I'm going to try again. I got some stencil cream paint. I wonder if you can order more, because that would be a whole nother way of painting. Baby Jesus is what I call him, because he was loaned out to a church for a couple of years. And so it just kept him. His name is Baby Jesus. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where do you get these? I make them. I order them, or this one in this case, I bought this one from, I think, either Bountiful Baby, or I bought it at Toys R Us. I think I bought this one at Toys R Us. This one here is another older doll. This one's Pouty's. Sorry, it disconnected for a minute there for a second. Pouty Paul. This one's the Nicholas sculpt. I'm not sure who the sculptor is. And this one has mixed limbs. So this has the limbs that actually belong to this doll here. So this one has, I'm trying to think of the name of this doll again. I'm not good with names. Wait till I get more. But anyways, that's a mixed limbed baby. That's Pouty Paul. This one here is Chloe. Look at how adorable Chloe is. This one was reborn by Rebecca Lauder of the Gilded Stork. This is the Elodie sculpt by Evelina Wozenjuk. So that's who this baby is. And I got this one in 2017 in North Carolina. Isn't she cute? Fun fact, this doll here has the same limbs as Elodie. So this one does have Elodie limbs as well. And this one is my Faith. She's portrait baby Faith Ann. So she is a portrait baby of my daughter. And she has Elodie arms and Easton legs. So she's a 3-part reborn doll. And she's got the Winnie the Pooh outfit on. So cute. So cute. This one's Portrait Paul. He's the Simon. That's who I was thinking of, Simon. So these limbs are the Simon limbs. These limbs belong to this doll head, but those limbs were way too big for this doll, in my opinion. I'm very, very picky. If you know me, I'm very picky. The head, the size of the head in comparison to the limbs, because a lot of sculptors tend to make them big, and that's just, I feel bad in saying that. But I think Tink limbs look so much better with the Simon head. So this is Simon. The Tink limbs go really well with him. But this is Portrait Paul. He looks just like my son as a newborn. He was a preem. He looks just like him. Hello. Yes, it's crazy realistic. Yeah, they look very realistic. That's what I love about them, and creating them to look so realistic. Do you know how to make silicone? No, I do not. I'm not interested in silicone dolls. I was going to learn how to paint them, but I don't like the way they feel. I don't like the powder. It's mainly the powder. The squishiness is okay. I just like the feel of these dolls. They feel like resin. They don't feel like real skin, but they feel like resin. I don't know why it's this feel that I like the best. So yes. You have one of those? Yeah, if you have a reborn, let me know. How many boys, how many girls, what are their names? Love to know. This one's Tiffany Bean. Hello, hello. Alyssa, good to see you. This one's Tiffany Bean. This one was reborn by Angie Jones of Little Dumplings Nursery. I picked her up at the 2017 doll show in North Carolina. Isn't she adorable? She's like really, really super adorable. This one's Famous Faye. So the logo baby that I have on my channel and all my t-shirts is this doll right here. This is Famous Faye. That's why I call her that, because she won the Trueborn contest for the area best area reborn doll. She won, so I kept her, and I'm very glad I have her. I have two more of her kits that I'm going to do for probably for customs or put them up for sale. You were born in 2017? Again, I have four girls, 8 boys. Yes. Happy birthday to you once again. Thank you for sharing with us how many boys and how many girls, and that you're getting a new couple new reborns. That is awesome. Yes. Oh, hey, that's not nice. We do care when you were born. Don't say that. Anyways, so this is Famous Faye. She is the area sculpt produced by Trueborns. Toby Morgan is her sculptor. And I am the reborn artist behind this one. Yes. Here we have our little one who I always tend to forget her name. But this one here is, and I forget the sculpt too. So this one was reborn by Colette Bivens. Haley, this is Haley. I don't know why I forget her name. That is so strange how that happens. My brain never wants to remember her name. Haley here is a Laura Lee Eagles sculpt. That's not the sculpt name. I keep forgetting what it is, but this is a Laura Lee Eagles. And I do have this kit. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you. I do have this kit. And I plan to make a twin boy for, a twin for her. A baby boy. So yeah. Here is Isaiah. He is my first ever successful African American baby. He is the Chase Kit by Denise Pratt. He looks pretty real, doesn't he? He does. He looks so real. I have no idea why Denise Pratt quit sculpting this kit, or not sculpting, why they stopped selling this kit. I think this kit is so adorable. He's kind of got a little smile to him, like a smirky smile. I have no idea why they stopped selling this kit. I never see it anymore. It's all sold out, and they never, they would definitely sell. He's really adorable. Here is my Lauren. This one was painted by Stephanie, and I rooted the hair on her. She's a portrait baby of my Lauren because the sculpt looks just like her. She's got the skinny arms and legs, and she's just got that face, that little cute little face to her. Just so totally adorable. Love her, love her. Here we have Miss Delilah. She was gifted to me. by a good friend of mine, and that would be Mimi of Mama Pat's Nursery. And she's going to come over someday and hang out in the nursery and in the painting studio with us. And we're going to be painting together. I'm going to be showing her how to do some hair painting, how to paint with acrylic air dry paints. So she said in exchange for that, she gifted me this baby, which is the most precious gift I will always, always cherish. Always. Adorable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, please be nice. Yes. Here we have Hope. Hope is a very well sold out Sorcha kit from Bonnie Brown. This is a Bonnie Brown, and I'm wondering what she varnished her with, because her varnish is actually okay. I'd like to know. I am gonna pick everybody's brains at the doll show. Like, what are you varnishing? Especially the one Picket Fence Nursery that varnished her, Gracie May. Hope is the Sorcha kit by Bonnie Brown. It was produced in 2012. Well sold out. You cannot find this kit anywhere anymore. She is a cutie. Cutie, cutie. I love her. Here is one of my favorites right here. This here is Brooklyn, so she is a mixed baby. She is the real born Brooklyn with Levi limbs. So meaning that Bonnie Brown has sculpted these limbs, and I think they look perfect with the real born Brooklyn head. So what a real born is, so you may ask, Jen, what's a real born? A real born doll is this was a real baby. So it was printed, 3D printed from a picture, and they scanned it, and then they printed it. And then a sculptor, I don't know if it was Denise Pratt or whoever else it was, that just went in and sculpted part of it that, to fix the imperfections and stuff like that. But isn't she so cute? She is so adorable. So this one's like, I would say she's like my favorite next to Gracie May. This one here is Portrait Stephanie, my daughter. So she looks just like my daughter, Stephanie. Oh my goodness. I reborn this one in 2019, and I took Jacqueline Kramer's rooting class, and I started rooting her there. And I didn't continue the class because it was pretty much like her style of rooting. It's mono rooting. I don't have patience. I'm very impatient. Normally I am patient, but not for that kind of rooting. So her rooting basically came out okay. But that is my Stephanie. And last we have our Gracie May. I just call her Grace. She is the Gracie May sculpt. I call her Grace. And she's from Picket Fence Nursery, and I want to know what varnish this is. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I've got to find out. So I got to get a hold of Picket Fence Nursery. Just absolutely love it, because I want to get that varnish, because this is the varnish that I want to use for my reborn dolls, and use the Genesis on my dolls, my personal collection, because Genesis is very rare now. It's well sold out. They don't make it anymore, so it's so sad. Everybody loved the Genesis products. Let's see. Thank you for being here. Grace is your name, or is it Brooklyn? Brooklyn's your name. Well, hello, Brooklyn. Nice to meet you. Here's your baby Brooklyn here. Here's a baby Brooklyn sharing your name. No, these are not considered toys. The ones that are the high-end art ones are really not considered toys. They're basic. They are art, pieces of art. And they do make reborns that are toys. I included can make what's called simple affordable reborns, and I've made them for children as well. So just by making a more simple, simple painting and stuff. But this doll is worth like $1,500. So this is like a $1,500 doll right here. How adorable she is. So this one's worth about $1,200. This one's worth about $800. This one was, what were you? $700? Got her for a good deal. This one was gifted to me. So You know, this one's definitely well worth like over $1,000, like 1,200 bucks for her because of just her rooting and just, oh, her painting is just beautiful. Yeah, so these are worth quite a bit of money. Um, and that does remind me, I do got to make a simple, affordable reborn so I can show you guys the difference. And I'll have one in my collection. So I think that would be fun to do, is make myself a simple, affordable reborn, just so that you guys know. And you ask Jen, what are your prices of reborns? What do they look like? So what's a simple, affordable reborn? I can show you what a simple, affordable reborn is. So we'll have our own simple, affordable reborn. Yes. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. It is over 2 hours, and I do have to get ready for bed. Yes, for sure. It is time to get ready for bed and go to bed. Unfortunately, I am a third shifter, but this is my baby room, the doll room. This is my getaway room, my dream room. Well, it will be a dream once I redo it. It's going to be redone. That's why you see wires all over the place and you see these tables or these are TV trays. If you guessed they're TV trays, you are correct. They are TV trays. We're going to get special coverings for these to make it more fancier. We're going to get even more over here. These walls are dirty because these were my teenagers' rooms. So we're going to totally repaint this room. It's going to be a nice earth tone and it's going to look cool. These are my vintage dolls. So this is my vintage doll collection and here's more of them. So that's them. And then this is just miscellaneous stuff over there. So yeah, that's my room. And yeah, we're going to hang up more shelves. We're going to have more babies. It's going to be a dream come true room, like my dream room. Thank you. They look real. Yes. Low key creepy. I'm not going to argue with they're there. You're not wrong. I know a lot of people think they are creepy, and that's totally okay. They creep out people because of how realistic they look. So thank you for your honest opinion. We do welcome that on our channel. As long as you're not vulgar to me, it's okay. It's totally okay to not like these dolls. So. Alrighty, guys, thank you for being here for 2 hours and 7 minutes. We painted, we hung out in the doll room for a few minutes here. For that, thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, I guess we're gonna do a point of view. I guess there was only one vote, and it was point of view. So I guess we'll do point of view. Um, you're scared of the babies? Oh no, sorry. Thank you. Sleep well, Jen. Thank you. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be on around 9:45 or 10 o'clock a.m. and we'll just do the point of view. We'll put this, you'll be on this little contraption here around my neck, and then we'll just do that. We'll put the babies in a bassinet here. So we'll change them here in this bassinet. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. We'll have a chat, change some babies, and we'll have a good time. They just cry when you hold them. Not my fault. Thank you for loving my channel. Sleep good. Take another nap myself. Yes, Maria, I'm going to message you, or if you want, can you call me in 10 minutes? Are you able to? Are you at home? Can you just call me? I'd rather just, like, talk to you about it. You are so slay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. If you could call me in 10 minutes, I promise I'll make it quick. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Yes, I do sell them. Not these ones. This is my personal collection. Okay, so call me in 10 minutes. Because it'll take me a few minutes to shut off all these lights in both rooms. Look at all the lights, guys. Do you see that? And then I got more lights back there. That's what it takes to really light up this room to make the dolls look really nice and bright. So, all right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining once again. And we'll see you in the next video. The next short or the next live stream will be on tomorrow on a live stream. And we'll do point of view and hang out and change some babies. So, yes. Oh, thank you. They're cute and realistic. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I love you guys. Happy